Alright, welcome everyone. Siege commanders are coming into the game. Facebook, Rise of Kingdoms group. I wouldn't say it's like really official, but I mean they have been posted there and they're staying there, and so we're going to check them out. Kingdom 1093. I have no idea where they're getting them from, but they getting them. Let me put those pictures bigger on the screen so we can check them out in detail. Here we go. Alright, so first of all, torgny is not unknown. We have seen him before, but he will be a commander we can obtain in the new Heroic Anthem Power Up map. This is an updated version, also it has been announced in the update notes, and there will be something different like arrow towers, and those commanders we're seeing here will be part of those arrow tower update, because they can create those arrow towers with siege units. Alright, so let's go through the skills. Let me turn down the volume for the music. Siege commanders specific. I don't think they will be for archers. I think this is really siege specific, because according to the skills they're also writing siege, not archers. Okay, the first one, Flammentong Kiss. Okay, Flammentong Kiss increases ranged normal attack damage dealt by 10%, which is going up to 30% for 5 seconds. Can only be used while in an arrow tower. Okay, so you have to create this arrow tower in order to make use of the first skill. Second one, increases attack torgny siege units by 5% and their defense by 5% also. All torgny troops deal 5%, which is going up to 20% more ranged normal attack damage. Got it. Skill number 3, Earth-Shattering Roar. While in an arrow tower, troops take 1% less normal attack damage. I don't think the 1% will increase. You always can see the number, which is going to change in a bold format. Like it's really big font, and the 1% is not big, so I think it's gonna stay there at 1%. And when hit with a normal attack, troops have a 10% chance of dealing skill damage to their target, damage factor 500 going up to 1000, listed on the bottom. This effect triggers once every 5 seconds. So if you receive normal attack damage, you countering with a skill damage every 5 seconds, up to 1000 direct damage factor. Skill number 4, Force of 1000 Storms, increases HP of torgny siege units by up to 20%, and when hit with a normal attack, they have a 10% chance to increase their defense by 10% for 3 seconds. This effect triggers once every 5 seconds. Okay, you can see this is very siege specific, and there you go, you have a very specific siege commanders we have been waiting for. Especially me, I have been asking for it on my live streams. I wanted to see them. Now, keep in mind, yeah, I know I haven't checked the expertise skill. Keep in mind this is only for the updated Heroic Anthem Power Up map, but here's my thought. I think they're just testing it in a separate KVK map to see if everything works. And after some test rounds, I think it's becoming available into the game. And maybe everyone can get them, even without having to play this KVK map. Alright, and expertise reduces a proportion of severely wounded units by 25% while in an arrow tower. This is good news. Now, I think to obtain those sculptures, it's not required to put your universal sculptures. I mean, it would kind of be a waste if you ask me. I think there will be events where you can level up those commanders. This just makes more sense. I'm not sure who wants to put universals into siege specific commanders. Also, you could only use them if you are in the Heroic Anthem Power Up map, as you can see on the information being listed here on the commander itself. Okay, this is torgny. Now the second one, which is wafura. First of all, let's take a look on the expertise. It is just the same. Reduces proportion of severely wounded units by 25% while in an arrow tower. So we have 50% in total. Less severe woundeds. That's good. Skill number 1. Tainted Blades. Deals ranged skill damage to the current target. Damage factor goes up to 2000. That's not bad. This damage can only slightly wound units. Can only be used while in an arrow tower. Okay, you can only slightly wound it, which means you cannot cause deaths if the target has maybe a full hospital, and you cannot cause severe at all. This is the downside. However, you have a range, and you know, you have a point. It's 2000, which is kind of a big deal. You have to see how this turns out. Actually, this is not even filling the hospital for the enemy. It's just lowering the troop size your other marches are fighting with, which means it can be treated like a buff. Because you're depleting the enemy you're fighting with your other marches, or other people are fighting with them. It's like a debuff. Yeah, I think it can be treated like a debuff. Second skill, Target Practice. Increases attack of wafura siege units by 5% and their march speed by 10%. All wafura's troops deal 20% more ranged normal attack damage. Got it. Skill number 3, Thrill of the Hunt. Passive skill, increases counterattack damage dealt by wafura's troop by up to 30%. That's a high counterattack. There is a 10% chance to increase normal attack damage by 10% when hit with a normal attack. This effect triggers once every 5 seconds. So this can be treated like some anti-swarm if you are in an arrow tower. Let me check. It's not saying you have to be in an arrow tower, so this is in general. So if you are on the field with your siege marches, this one is active too. That's some kind of, you can tank maybe? Has to be checked. I'm not sure if 30% even for siege is enough, because siege are weaker in general. We have to check it. Skill number 4, Furious Volley. Increases defense of wafura siege units by up to 20%. 10% chance to decrease the target's attack by 10% when launching a ranged normal attack. This effect triggers once every 5 seconds. Guys, there you go. I don't want to go too much into detail like combinations and stuff, maybe later, just wanted to put it out here as fast as possible. Hey, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I would say finally we have siege commanders. I have been waiting for them. I think they're testing this in the new KBK map, and after that we may see them everywhere. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. See you on the next one.